What's up, everybody? Chad Helmcamp here with BWC Lending. Welcome back to our channel. It is Thursday the 13th of January, and today we're talking about closing costs.
I belong to you.
What are closing costs? When buying a home or refinancing a home, there are lots of parties involved. Once upon a time, I put a pen to paper to try to identify how many people are involved in a typical real estate transaction, and I came up with between 20 or 30. Now, not all of those people are getting paid, but most everybody involved in the they are getting paid, but most of those people are involved in the transaction in some way, and when you go to closing, there's going to be a line item on your closing disclosure that pays that company that then pays all those people that are involved. So, how much are closing costs for a typical transaction? Really hard to say because every situation is different and every transaction is different. I would say on average for most of our clients, closing costs range somewhere between $4,000 and $6,000, and that's just normal closing costs. Okay, so let's dig a little deeper. In our industry, a lot of people will refer to closing costs, and that number is, some people will call them all closing costs, and it's much higher than the 4 to 6 I just mentioned. It might be as high as $8,000 to $10,000. Well, usually when they're giving a number like that, it usually is going to include property taxes and homeowners insurance as well. Okay. Again, every transaction is different. Those numbers can vary also. So 4,000 to 6,000 for normal closing costs, maybe another 4,000 to 6,000 for taxes and insurance at closing as well. When you break down just the closing cost portion, i.e. the loan closing costs, the title company, the survey, the appraiser, the homeowners association, the county gets some fees. There's a lot of entities involved. And so I would say normal lender closing costs are usually in the neighborhood of somewhere between $1,500 to $3,000. And then for the other parties, those are going to be somewhere between maybe $2,000 to $3,000 on average. Thank you for joining us again. Hit subscribe below. We'll see you next week.
I belong to you.
I belong to you.